So, a lot of people have contacted me saying that they cannot access the webinar, or they don't know how to access the webinar. So that's the reason why I'm shooting this short video, to show you step by step how to access the webinar tomorrow, Thursday, December 19th. And again, mark the date, tomorrow, Thursday, December 19th. So this webinar we are talking about is Thursday, December 19, 2019. So I'm going to walk you step by step how to access the webinar. Okay. So today is Wednesday, 18th. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2019. Tomorrow is December 19th, Thursday, 2019. I want to show you the specific time of the webinar for your country based on where you are located in the world, to avoid all the confusion. So I'm going to show you step by step how that is done. So here we are on the landing page. This is the page you saw when you were registering for the webinar. So the page looked like this. So let me focus so that you can see. So the webinar is December 19th and Friday. So depending on where you live in the world, it is December 19th or Friday, December 20th. Now, the first webinar, there are two sessions, one session at 2 p.m. So let me go to this other page. So when you register, when you click this button here and register, it will take you to a page that looks like this. So this is the thank you page where you see my video there. On this page, I want you to scroll down. So at the top of this page, I want you to scroll down until where you see it says there will be two sessions. There will be two sessions for the web class. So this is session 1 here, December 19, Thursday, December 19 and Friday, December 20th, based on where you live in the world. This is session 2 here, same thing, Thursday, December 19 and Friday, December 20th, based on where you live in the world. As you can see, today is Wednesday, December 18. That's why you can see down here, the timer says it's remaining, let me focus here. The timer says it's remaining 1 day, 6 hours for the first session, and then for the second session it's remaining 1 day, 12 hours. Now let me show you what that means for your specific country. So simply what you need to do is, these are the reference time here, 2 p.m. So the first session is, the reference is United States Eastern Time. So in other words, those are my two references. So you have one at 2 p.m. December 19 Eastern Time, and then you have another 1 year at 8 p.m. December 19 Eastern Time. So how do you convert that to your country or to your city? It's very simple. So I sent out an email earlier, but the email was a little bit confusing after I reviewed it. So that's why I'm shooting this video. So let me show you how to fix that. So simply what you do is, if you want to attend the first session, your reference time is 2 p.m. December 19 Eastern Time. So what does that mean? Eastern Time is the time in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. So all what I need to do is I want you to go to this website here. Type time and date. Okay. So let me show you here. So let me start again. Time and date.com. So timeanddate.com, click there and then you click enter. So when you click enter, it's going to take you to a website that looks like this. So I want you to go here, go to where it says time zones. Okay. So where is that? No, not there. So look at the middle of the screen here. On your computer, you see it says time zone converter. Okay, so I want you to click on time zone converter. So the first thing is, in the middle of the screen here, you have something called time zones. At the start here, you have current time. Don't go to current time and don't go to calendar. Just go here in the middle. It says time zone. So click on that time zone, scroll down to time zone converter. So click on time zone converter and it will take you to a screen that looks like this. Now, on this screen, Remember, if I go back here, the first reference time is Thursday, right? Is session 1 is Thursday, December 19, Friday, December 20, but the reference time is 2 p.m. Eastern. And I told you that 2 p.m. Eastern is 2 p.m. in Baltimore, Maryland. So go back to your time zone converter, and it says add a city or time zone. So I'm gonna just put Baltimore. So Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Click there. Now, as you can see here, you also need to change the date here. So today is Wednesday, December 18. We don't want that date. So all you need to do is click there and go click on this icon here on the calendar. And I want you to choose December 18 here. Click December 18. So now you have your time. It says December, which is 12/18/2019. That's the right time. Now the next, that's the right date. Sorry. Now the next thing is the time. Remember again, the reference time here is 2 p.m., right? So 2 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 p.m. in Baltimore. So go back here and put 2 p.m. So click here and scroll down here. So this is the AM, this is morning times, this is the afternoon times. So scroll down here at 2 p.m. So select 2 p.m. So that's 2 p.m. Now you're cool. Now the next thing, you click here outside here, just click somewhere out here, and then it will show you the time you've selected from. So you are converting from Baltimore Thursday. Sorry, it has changed here back. So I need to go back here and make sure that it's 19th. So go here and click December 19. Oh, sorry. 19. I was clicking 18. Okay, so you have to click this one here, December 19. So make sure you are December 19, 2 p.m. Now, then once you're there, just click outside here. And then it now says add another city or time zone. So you are converting from Baltimore 2 p.m. to your own city. So all you need to do is just type your city here. So let's say you're in the UK, or London, UK. Just type London here. And it will show you, just type London and then you click enter. Okay, so if you type London, it will show you London here. Just select London down here. When you select that, it will show you the time in London. So in other words, when it's 2 p.m. in Baltimore, which is the Eastern time, as you can see down here, it says Eastern. It will be 7 p.m. in the UK. Okay. Now let's say you are in Nigeria. All you need to do is go down here and click delete, and then type in another city. Type Lagos. Let's say you're in Lagos, Nigeria. Just type Lagos. When you type Lagos, it will show up. You show up here. Just click here to select that, and now it shows you that the first session, which is 2 p.m. Eastern in Baltimore on Thursday, December 19th. It will be Thursday, December 19th, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So Nigeria is in West African time, which is 8 p.m. So 2 p.m. Eastern is 8 p.m. Nigeria. Now let's take another country. Again, I'm just gonna go and delete this, and let's take Canada. Okay, so all I need to do is type a city in Canada where I am. Let's say I'm in Montreal. So Montreal, Canada, just copy that. So as you can see, 2 p.m. in Baltimore, which is the first, when the first session is starting, the first session of the webinar, it will be exactly 2 p.m. in Montreal, Canada. Now, depending on your city in Canada, it might be different. So that's why you need to always type your city. And depending on your city, even in the US, it will be different. So for example, if I'm in Dallas, where I am, I'm actually in Dallas. If I type here, Dallas, even though I'm in the USA, I'm in a different time zone because the US is a very big country. So if I type Dallas, you'll see that in Dallas, it will be 1 p.m. while it is 2 p.m. in Maryland. So the first session for me will be 1 p.m. So I'll be running that first session when my time is 1 p.m. Okay. Now let's say you are in Kenya. So just type in Kenya here. You can just select Nairobi, Kenya. So now it means that for Kenya, the time will be 10 p.m. on Thursday, December 19th for the first session. Now let's take another country. I just want as many examples as possible so that everything is clear. So let's say let's say you are in South Africa. Okay, so just type South Africa here. So just take Johannesburg. So let's say you're in Johannesburg, South Africa. As you can see, it will be 10 p.m. in Kenya, but it will be 9 p.m. in Johannesburg. So I can delete one of these again, and then let me type another city here. Let's type Cameroon. So Cameroon, if you type Cameroon, it will be 8 p.m. December 19 in Cameroon. So that's how you convert the time for the first session. Now let's take the second session. I'll go back here. So like I showed you here, the second session is 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you miss the first session, you can catch up with the second session on that same day. Now, again, why Friday, December 20th? I'm going to take some examples that will make it happen on Friday, December 20th for session number 1. So let's go back to session number 1. As you can see here, all these other time zones will happen on December 19. As you can see here, December 19, December 19, December 19. Now, but there's one time zone here where if you live in that time zone, the webinar will be happening for you at 3 a.m. on Friday, December 20th. So while we'll be here on Thursday, December 19th, if you live in Singapore, for example, session 1 will happen for you at 3 a.m. So let's demonstrate that. So we are still on session 1. So let's choose Singapore here. So I'll just type Singapore. So Singapore, you will see, as you can see here, it says while I'm running that first session at 2 p.m. On Thursday, December 19th, it will be happening in Singapore on Friday, 3 a.m. So that is why you see that. So you see that like that. So depending on where you live, this is a website. Just go to your computer and type in timeanddate.com, and once you're there, again, let me repeat the process. So I'll just type, go back here and type time and date. So timeanddate.com, okay, and then you click enter. It will get you to the website. Then go to the middle of the page. If you're using a desktop or laptop, I don't know how it will look like on a mobile phone, but I'm very sure on a mobile phone you have this tab here in the middle of the page. So you need to scroll down and see this tab here. Now, when you're on this tab that says time zones, you have to scroll down to the third link here and click time zone converter. When you click that, it will now take you to the page here where we do the conversions. So let's try for session number 2. So session number 2 starts at 8 p.m. So that will be 8 p.m. In Baltimore. So I'll just put Baltimore, because Baltimore is on Eastern Time, USA. So 8 p.m. Again, I have to make sure that I'm choosing the right day, the right date. So I'll go to click my calendar here. It will pop up a little calendar for me. All I need to do is go here and click 19th. So I've selected 19th. Now I have to make sure that what I've selected is actually correct. So it's December, which is 12th, 19th, 2019. Now, for people who live in other areas where the date format is different, it might be a little bit confusing. But in the US, the date always starts with the month and then the day. So December 19, 2019. Now, the next thing is the time. The time here is 8 p.m. So we scroll down here to 8 p.m. So now we are good. So I click outside. I'm gonna click outside here so that I make sure that my time is selected. So it's Baltimore Eastern Time on Thursday, December 19th at 8 p.m. That is when the second session is starting. Now, if I want to know what it means for me, if I live in Nigeria, if I type Lagos, it will be a Friday, 2 a.m. So if the second session will be very late for me if I live in Lagos. And that is why I choose to create 2 sessions, because I know there are many people have registered for this webinar all over the world. We now have about 1,000 people registered for the webinar. That is why I'm taking time to shoot this video, because it's very important. So that's when it will happen for you. So let's say you are now in what other country? Let's say South Africa. Johannesburg, South Africa. Johannesburg, yeah. It's gonna be at 3 a.m. So the second session will be Friday 3 a.m. if you live in South Africa. So you get the idea. So just type in your city and choose the session you want to attend, and then you will see the time for your country. Okay. So as you can see here, for that second session, the only people that it will be very beneficial for is people who are in the US mostly, because if you look at here, the only thing, December 19, 8 p.m. is mostly people in the US time zones. Now, for other people, there will be a disadvantage, because as you can see here, it's 1 a.m. in if you live like in Ghana. So let's see what it will look like in Ghana. So let me type Accra. Accra, how do you spell that? Accra, Ghana. So so as you can see, it will be 1 a.m. in Accra, Ghana. Okay. So again, I'll advise people who are in Accra, if maybe for people who work during the night or during the day, maybe some people, they like to attend in the night depending on their circumstances. So that's why I choose to create 2 dates or 2 times for the webinar. So I hope this clarifies everything and avoids all of the confusion. I look forward to seeing you in the web class. Now, one other important thing, how do I access the web class on that day? Now, simply what you need to do is you need to go to your email box. I sent an email that looks like this. The title of the email was what time is the webinar? What time is the web class in my country? Now I'm gonna resend you this email, so check your email box so that you get the right email. Now, if you didn't give me the right email, because some people don't give you the right their correct email, I want you to go back here on this registration page. Click this link here, jobgettingformula.com. So jobgettingformula.com/dm/webclass/pg. When you click there, I want you to go back to the registration page. Click here and submit your right email. When you submit the right email, that email will be in my database so that I can send you an email. I can send you this particular email. So this email says, what time is the web class in my country? I want you to open that email and scroll down. Now, it says for session 1, if I want to register for session 1, I don't need to go back here and put in my email here. I don't need to go back here. I just need to stay here in my email, and with one click, I can register for session 1. So let me show you how it's done. So inside that email that we title, what time is the web class in my country? Answer inside. Now you scroll inside that email, scroll down for session 1. If you want session 1, it says click here to register for session 1. With one click of the mouse, you'll be automatically registered. If I click there, boom, it will take me, it will register me so long as I've registered for the webinar the first time. With just one click, I can choose any session. I can choose to attend session 1 or session 2. Now, when you click there, it will take you here. Mark this link. This is your link for the webinar. At the time of the webinar, just come back to this same email. what is the time of the web class in my country, come back in that same email, click this link, boom, it will take you to a page that looks like this. Scroll down, click the webinar link. So if you click this link at the time of the webinar, it will take you to the webinar waiting room. Now, if the webinar has already started, you will not see this screen. You will just see the webinar going on. You will hear me talking. You will see the screen. You will see me my presentation. But if you come, let's say 10 minutes before the webinar or 5 minutes before the webinar starts, you will see this waiting room here, and that's why you will see this time here that is going down. So right now it is 1 day, and that's why you will not see the webinar. But at the time of the webinar, this screen will disappear, and you will automatically be locked into the webinar, and you will see the presentation. So that is how you access the webinar. Now I'm going to be sending reminder emails to you, and there'll be links in those emails where you can click that will take you to this waiting room here, or it will first of all take you to this page, and then when you scroll down and click on this link, it will now take you to this waiting page, or take you directly to the webinar if you're coming after the webinar has started. So again, I just want to make everything clear. Sorry for making this video too long, but that is actually what I wanted to show you. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in the class. Thank you.